everything I asked you to, right?
Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients that if I didn't already have them at home.
Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part.
Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that, rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she's a little different outside of the school after all? Anyway, let's get to the kitchen.
What? You're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Bad Blight?
Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out. Natsuki holds out to me.
Good!
This is ridiculously heavy!
I carried it all the way here. Are you impressed?
I see now. Yeah, I'm impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimate you.
It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk.
Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey! Your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much?
It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they're only thinking I'm worth my size. That is a weird line to read. It's fun. It's fun when I get to be small, but also better than other people. We call that short man complex. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What?
That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that.
Hey! Now you are treating me like a kid. I was trying to be a little bit nicer to you, you know? And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like...
Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki?
Forget it. I didn't say anything.
I should apologize. I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into types of bodies like yours.
How would you know that anyway?
Just trust me on this one.
Gross. Hey!
Was that to me?
Who else?
Man, let's just get started already.
You get all sour when girls call you gross. I finally found your weakness, Bad Blight.
Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. My tongue. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, ew, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. I have a hiccup and I'm trying to hold it in. The mixer isn't enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking.
Bad Blight, where did you put the food coloring? The batter's gonna be in the oven soon. I need to fill the trays.
I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for?
To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite.
Huh. That's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing?
Do you want to?
You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so...
Come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can't you at least try to have fun?
I'm having fun. Not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into small bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Ah, that does look pretty cool.
See?
I'm losing her voice every now and then. It sucks.
It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if it fuck me up the sideways stairs. It's a million times more worth it in the end if you just looking at it makes everyone's eyes light up. God damn it, when I read that line. Why did I say that phrase in her voice? Fuck. It's a million times more worth it in the end if it just looks... Motherfucker. It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up.
Like the one you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her catch-shaped... I recall Natsuki's proudly present... Wow, okay. I recall Natsuki's proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Monica delighted impressions. Why? I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah. Maybe I'll use the food coloring then.
Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before messing with the food coloring.
Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with whisk in a huge bowl for the icing.
The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying?
Well, yeah. It just takes a little longer.
Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do that. Here, look.
Natsuki grabs the whisk and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back.
You really need to beat the crap out of it.
After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved.
See?
As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same.
Hey!
Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist.
I don't want your gross fingers in my icing.
Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger towards the bowl.
Don't make me beat the crap out of you next.
I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. Ah! The force of Natsuki's... The most unconvincing ever. The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn.
Gross! You got it on my face!
Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away.
Jeez. You know what? Take this.
Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger towards my own face. Oh, you wish. I'm past her. Sex jokes! Oh, just a little gift. I'm past her. I'm having fun with this again. I love it. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Well then, this is quite the situation we put ourselves into. Where's the FBI?
Stop!
Not until you apologize for calling me gross.
Fine, fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing your reaction to it. You do it to me all the time, you know? Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me? You really shouldn't tease girls like that.
Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing.
What? Did you seriously just...
Natsuki's so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red.
Bad Blight. You really shouldn't do that. You really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls. Unless you really like them. You know that, right?
What kind of question is she asking me just like that? How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts to go off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet.
No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that?
You should have checked before turning the oven on.
Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez.
Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops.
Anyway. I'm putting them in the oven now.
Yeah. The tension for the moment before still lingers over our heads. But the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing even happened. Ever. Ever is the word. Don't starve together. What a perfect... What a perfect game to be playing while I'm at this fucking moment, friend. Oh...
Ah, that smells so good.
The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling, warm air fills the room.
Look at how cute they all look.
She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing.
Not like you needed to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here's a scoop of icing in the... Here, scoop the icing into these bags.
Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. Drinks.
I have these nozzles that'll make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time, though.
What's this one for? I pick up the nozzle that has a much thinner tip than the others.
That one's really thin, so you can use that to make a stripe or something. Or make a stripe or other patterns. But you can also...
I have something in my throat, I'm sorry.
But you can also use it to write stuff on a cake. Damn it. Like, happy birthday, or whatever.
Huh, I see. That gives me an idea, actually. Well, it's a literature event, right? We can make we can make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see what people choose. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcakes based on the words that they like.
I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. But that's actually a really cute idea, so...
Maybe I'm getting it from you.
But what's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute.
Come on. We're not at school, nobody's judging, just the internet. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute.
Well...
Natsuki's voice trails off.
Same with you.
Huh? Did you say something?
No, nothing. Let's just do the icing.
Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens a nozzle onto each of the bags.
There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it.
Without giving me a chance to think about it, think before, whatever, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we get to work. Then we each get to work, whatever. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work.
Look how pretty they are together.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
I wish I could have done one now.
Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that.
Well, yeah, but... my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite.
Sayori's the exact opposite in that regard. If she were here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner.
Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we'd have time for manga, but I need to be heading home for dinner.
Already? That's a shame.
It's your fault for working so slowly.
I'm losing her voice again.
You should have thought of that before. Why did I add in before? You should have thought of that. It's not like you've always had... It's not like you'll always have this chance.
Man. As usual, Natsuki places the blame onto me. On me. Whatever.
You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip.
Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any.
I wish she'd listen to me the way she listens to you.
Yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today, the one I completely skipped over. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point, it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all.
Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today.
You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. That's a bit of a dick thing to say. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. Feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted?
Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow.
Wait, Natsuki. What you said before, about not always having this chance. It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere.
Do you really mean that?
Natsuki looks at me tensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah. I want to spend more time with you.
Blight. Thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really like to stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so...
Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Hi, how you doing? Wait, Natsuki! Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her finger gently clutch at the side of my shirt as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? Oh no, my head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breaths against me.
I felt it. For a while now.
Oh, cheating. Natsuki suddenly jumps back.
Sayori!
Eh?
Hi, Bad Blight.
Sayori! Okay, yeah.
It's okay. I just stopped by to say hi.
Well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so...
Aw, really? That's too bad. Because it looks like you're stealing my man.
I'm sorry, I had to.
Yeah, well... I'll see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyways, later.
Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Sayori waves goodbye.